All right, welcome in, everybody. We are doing Star Rail today. And welcome in, Amelia. Thank you for redeeming your daily book. Yeah, let's go ahead, I guess, and hop over to the game and get started. Let's turn that wave off. Excuse me. Told you to turn that off. Thank you. It's another customizable model that I was able to do some work on. You started using it yesterday. I really liked using it with the V-Bridger, but I wonder if that was part of why my system kept putting yesterday. But thank you. Thank you. It's got some fun stuff to go with it too. Oh, that's not the right one. Thank you. But yeah, it's another customizable model. I do have the credited maker of the model down below, but it's a Suika. I believe is how it's pronounced. But yeah. So excited. Alright. Let us... There are some new channel point redeems based around the model as well that I have. I thought that was fun to give the option for some fun stuff. So, we are... Let's... No, don't worry about it. Yesterday was kind of a mess anyway. Extreme kept dying, so don't even worry about it. Your health comes first. A-okay. Health always comes first. Nice. When does that come out? That's next year, right? Good luck waiting. Oh my god. To be fair, I have waited for something for a long... I don't mind waiting personally. But, dang, that's a long time. To be fair, I just finished a book, was it a couple days ago? That I really, really enjoyed reading, and I know it's gonna be a series, and it came out in May. And I've already finished it. Super, super wanting the next book, but no, I know that, that won't come out for at least another year or two. So, while I can wait, it does become painful at a certain point. So, I wish good luck. Because I get it. We'll have to go in and do... Oh, no, that's there. There it is. I was wondering where that was. Okay. Okay.
It's still early. Where to now?
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's fair. Waiting for news is always painful, it feels like. Even if it's good news. But I think we are gonna go directly into story here. I'm gonna probably have to get that next time. I think the next banner cipher is going to be on. I think I have much. Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creation, and calamity of this world. Now, 10 among them have fallen, their core flames return to your origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the fate slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife. The lands of fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, an undying Mightymost, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Time. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now the power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trianne. Reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove sages helped to repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, the unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of his world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence, have you found your answer? Death. The prophecy once made, the hand of shadow chose two, granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from neither realm to the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in the Sea of Flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. A long journey it has been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbered you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with a heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. Who is texting me? Grey Mystery. Last time in Styxia. 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolutely disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water. A big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed now. 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me? Exactly, 30 for you and 70 for me. Stinker. Details, somatics, semantals? Get here and we'll talk. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low period, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless searching desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge Waterscape. Forget the past for now, it only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. When you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. From one treasure hunter to another.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it? No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
There are so many bad feelings about all of this. Butterflies, okay.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth.
Oh no. Oh no, Cypher!
Now where have I seen this before?
The Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out!
Ma'am, get ready.
Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
Right, ma'am? What?
The Flame Chase journey stops now.
Meow?
Flame Reaver's gotten bad.
We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Question. No, it's Cypher. Excuse me. It's Cypher.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
That's a terrible person. So it's you, Cypher.
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
So you're playing both good and bad cop. Gotcha!
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No, no, no. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
That's trickery. You are tricky, tricky, Cypher.
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Yeah, I guess. Guess that was my phone. Fine on. You rest well. I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. I feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Why do you need some money anyway?
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures.
Curiosity may have killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Yeah.
Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Treasure hunting.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Antikytherans have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used Antikytheran technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Really? But
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
by all means, please proceed. But be careful, the Express's thrusters are extremely
You
delicate.
honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Not sure I trust you yet, Legus. Legus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system and methodically begins inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand the structure perfectly. Perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we Antikytherans are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many Council Elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Are these people... Is it a trap? Is this why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donham. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to abstract them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Yep, I don't trust this guy for sure, 100%. One against four, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, he does look really cool, but he is sus. If things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral.
Yeah, sus.
Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You aren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you could help, I meant the ones who need help are them. There's a lot of things happening right now, that's for sure. Oh, lovely. I do need a screenshot of that, though. Because, let's be real, that's just how I operate, it seems. There we go. There it is.
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Ooh, that's sour. Oh. Oh. They weren't this sour last night. What the heck?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
Oh. That was sour.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Always keeping me on edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Yeah, it's currently the World Titan. World-bearing Titan. We're still in Aquila. The sky and the world. Makes sense.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began. Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but In order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
Cool.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
Come on. Alright, you. Oh!
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
That is a sudden shift in topic, Mem. What gives?
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
We'll be here by your side.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that Swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
Okay. Fine. I'm going to assume you're reading smut then.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here.
Something spicy. How did the tracking get lost? What? Come on. There it is. I don't know why tracking was lost for a second there.
The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
It's fair. Light fluff is always great. I like a good fantasy book. I don't really usually read smut. I'd rather we steer clear of that. I just want good fan. Dawn of the Living Dead, huh? That's a funny quest name. Check the archived here. The little place where you began. Ah. Okay. Dawn of the Living Dead, though. Okay, Sean. Jump. Wait. Sometimes I wish I could just like jump down. but this is nigh impossible in some ways for this game. This game is not that kind of game. Or puzzle based. Then others, but that's fine. I like puzzles too, so because like yeah, traversing the world is very much more puzzle based than it is than exploration based. It's more puzzles than exploration. Oh, I don't want to fight them. No! Run away! Run away! No! No! Ah! That was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. Hi, Pixie. Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, scritches. You want some scritches? Not letting you on my lap right now, though, because you still need a bath. I need to give her a bath. Ooh, for a bath. She's a stinky puppy. Stinky puppy! Got a stinky puppy on my hands.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
I mean, this area kind of unnerves me with its, like, beating heart situation. Hello, welcome, Ian, and thank you for redeeming your book, Abyssal Pause. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Girl loves to go to good hydration. I love water, so thank you so much. Welcome in. All the way around. This place just gives me the EBGBs with this, like, heartbeat situation. It's okay, though. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Don Hong isn't around. No one would be here to judge your reading tastes. The scroll in hand shows a line of small text. No standard reading material. Please return it to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation point marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So which reading material will you peruse? Oh, these are based, Forbidden Love. The Tree and the Butterfly. Okay, I don't exactly remember. I don't know. That one is not familiar to me, but the professor can't possibly be this shy. Is that based off of My Little Sister Couldn't Possibly Be That Cute? And then One Punch God Aquila. Punch Man? Anyone? While I know of My Little Sister Cannot Be This Cute, I have not watched that anime. I don't do incest. Nope. To be fair, I haven't even seen One Punch Man. I know that one. I know people like that one. I just couldn't get into it personally. Forbidden Love is based off of something as well. I'm not 100% sure of. You know what? Let's read that. We're gonna go with the choices here. Forbidden Love. She wandered through the flower sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. I've I've heard that every flower has its own florography. Generally speaking, that preconception is correct. She heard the voice but couldn't see the speaker, yet Circe's paid it no mind. That's fair. I'm not as into it as much as I used to be. Um, when I first discovered it, I would consume pretty much anything that I got my hands on that seemed vaguely interesting, which is why I've watched a few things that I'm like questioning why I watched them now. But I still have a love of fantasy, isekai, and historical fiction, as well as magical girls. But there's no shame in not getting into it either. Like, everybody's got their preferences. I just happen to enjoy it, and I did finish watching The Apothecary Diaries, which was very, very good, actually. I do highly recommend. It's a historical fiction slow burn romance. No emphasis on the romance itself. Like, it's there, it's just, it's not there. But yeah, there's no reason not to be. There's no reason to be. It's all preference. I will say that regardless of the media you consume, there are some things that I do heavily judge personally. Incest being one of them. And that's the lightest of the things I will judge you on. Everything else I will not say on stream. But like, long as you're not hurting anybody. Yeah. Yeah. The other ones involve children with adults. That is not acceptable. I judge you based off you enjoy that. I have nothing I want to interact with you with. Grape as well. Yeah, those are the kind of subjects that I will judge you on if you enjoy that kind of content. Smut. I'm not going to judge you on based on smut. I may not be big into smut, but I won't judge you on your smut long as it's, you know, consensual with individuals that are all of adult ages. And I will not judge a person for enjoying children's shows. Like, Bluey's great. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, also very great. Some other kids shows, not so great. But, you know, if you enjoy them, no shame. But, yeah. There are some subject matters that I will not touch with a 10-foot pole. And I will judge you if you are into them. To be fair, if you are into them, we are not friends. And no. 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 I remember Kim Possible fondly as well. I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through, though. Totally Spies is great. Winx Club, the original Winx Club, the original first few seasons were good. I just kind of stopped watching towards the later seasons. Plus the reboot, I don't want to touch that one either because it's AI. A lot of their stuff is AI. I don't like AI either. Like, AI is banned. No generative AI here. But the original Winx, not the live action either. Like that should have been not called Winx, and like the story was fine, but like from what I did see, but that wasn't Winx. It should not have been called Winx. Nope. But yeah, like there are lots of like kid stuff that I will still go watch from time to time. In fact, I'm currently watching a Japanese kid show called Pretty Cure, and their current season, which is Idle Time. That is the current anime I am currently watching. Magical girls transforming, doing cute dances. Very cute, very innocent. All sorts of fun. But yeah. Like, there are shows like, I can only think like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Bingo and Rolly. My nephew was into those for a hot second. He still kind of is occasionally. But I don't personally enjoy them. But as an adult, if you do enjoy them, I'm not going to judge you. But I might question, but no judge. She heard the voice but couldn't see the speaker, yet Cersei's paid it no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. What is your florography? I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree. Evidently, this answer failed to satisfy the other party. A sound mingled with dissatisfaction and disappointment, reaching her ears, prompting her to add another remark. Well, if we're just speaking metaphorically, I suppose it would be intelligence. However, her objective was nearly accomplished. It should be around here somewhere. Now, she just needed to find some bait to draw her out. Intellectual, yet also romantic? Yeah. Unfortunately, while iCarly is not the only one, a lot of the Nickelodeon shows are a little uncomfortable to watch based on a lot of the yucky stuff that went on around it. So, while I know personally that show is the one that, you know, is most known, a lot of the Nickelodeon shows had similar things going on with that same director. I think it was a director. Producer, whatever. That snide fellow. Yeah. I don't think those were the only two shows he worked on. Those two just happened to be the most talked about, I guess. He didn't work on just those two shows. He did weird stuff with other things as well. Like, think about like the fascination with feet in Nickelodeon and the orange slime, you know? It's all just covering up something more insidious. Yuck. Oh, also, okay. This is gonna be a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna read all this aloud. The love story abruptly ends at its worst moments. Whether the author lost the motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. If it were the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. Professor can't possibly be this shy. Also a long read. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The express welt bone. For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. This one's even longer than the previous two. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you were the author's one-punch god incarnate. Guy Titan Aquila, huh, that's nothing.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, cool. That means I get the books that I can later read them later. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. Go check and see what Mem is reading. Ooh. Something to grab onto.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
Are you into fishing?
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard.
Ooh, like reading spreadsheets, Mem.
Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Mem likes spreadsheets. I'm gonna go see what Finan is reading. It's optional, but I'm gonna go look.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious.
You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Didn't know you were into this.
You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me.
Finan.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
Sucker punch us, why don't ya?
Oops, talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
You're saying the quiet part out loud, Finan. And you're not hiding it very well, but we're all aware. Aware that wealth has something to do with it a lot of the times.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer.
Yeah, she likes spreadsheets!
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Oh, is she getting into a TCG as well? Or is... Oh, no. Maybe these are, tarot cards.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
Come on, Mem.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
Yeah, have a good rest of your afternoon, I guess? Evening. Have a good rest of your time zone day. And yeah, if I don't see you, I'll catch you next time.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
You really thought about this, didn't you?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Irene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
Irene.
Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
No, we are in ads. Okay, I want to go ahead and take a quick break while we are in ads. Because we are so in lore and story, and I don't want to mess that up. So I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay. We're back. And gotta craft a mem-specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to turn the light on.
Who's there? You are...
What?
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
Who are they?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
If it's fight you want.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Oh, Finan. Oh, snap.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Ika, so cute.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, time and we'll remember. Ah! Now we remember! Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Mikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
The cleaners.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads
Oh,
and
excuse
are now
me.
plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
The damn cleaners. So many cutscenes, oh my god. In succession.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Oof.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
Lordy. Wait, is she... Is Kaina's really going to ruin the last place in this world that is a sanctuary for humans? Bitch.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Lordy.
Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
Aw, cute little baby! Cute little baby.
Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
That's another cute one. Cypher is so cute. Tiny Cypher is so cute.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
Are those the shoes to Cypher? I don't know.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Well, those are the shoes that she's wearing still.
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about, 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
She is a cat.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
I gotta change, no. Changing the team lineup here.
Great.
Ooh, my nose. Ah! Back.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Oh man.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
I think for the most part, I've already gotten a lot of the treasure that's in this map. Oh.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Gray Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Oh, Mem's gonna laugh when she finds out she's got another animal name. In that most ironic of she's not gonna be particularly happy about, but
Yes. Right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
oh, 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 big stretch. Okay. Bartholos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all thieves and employees. Let me try this on. Huh? Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember, of course. Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Isn't... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
I'm confused.
What are you even singing? You're totally out of tune.
That's fun.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly, running away is the sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Ah.
It smells of money.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take it off.
Her positions are fairly interesting. Okay.
Found me.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
This is
pulling.
Demon Sync.
I'm on a pull for Cypher. Oh, I can't summon! Not yet, that's fine.
Stand still.
Can't pull out Mem yet.
No dirty tricks, all right. Watch your head.
You can't run.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Put a shield
I'm
on.
on it.
Go ahead
We
and
can
pull
do
out
it.
Mem.
Come to me.
Very curious what her.
Our cute play session is over. With enough believers, lives become reality! Yes!
Okay. Oh, cool.
Found me.
Sure, I'll play along.
Relax. Don't fight so I can leave early.
You can't run.
Cool. And there we go.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Yeah. I mean, sleep.
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
Okay.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
Journal. 3 more neighboring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before. Already they're reaching the 5th step of the stone archway in our residence. For instance, it's merely seasonal high tide that will soon recede. Having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I've never witnessed water levels like this. Okay. Just basically... Oh, talking about stuff. This is temple.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akuma. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such... devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akuma, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest robe? Now that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xandrath?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus, my darling. Activate!
Wow. Okay.
Looks like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down! That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase.
Okay.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady said so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
What?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here. This honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
I am so confused, I'll be honest. fairly simple one. It's fair.
Told you, nothing can stop me. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa! Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me? As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera. Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise, Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far? I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face. Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it. 1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known. My silence. So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance. I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
Snap. Oh, snap.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But Time has eroded away all that they once were.
Hi, Ren! Welcome in! Congratulations on getting first. Oh. Cat ears, huh? Cat! 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 Hi, Ren! Welcome in! Congratulations for getting first, and thank you for redeeming your daily blanket and redeeming the cat ears. They are so fun! I haven't had a chance to, I want to put a little more color into them. I want to put, like, pink tips, like the other colors of my parts of the hair. But I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Yeah. Oh, Leo! Baby. That's adorable. Leo. Aww. That's one of the highest compliments you can get from a cat. Is when they like your voice or your being. Yo. So sweet. So cute. We love Leo. He is so sweet. When he wants to be. Where did that game go?
Hearing that from you makes it sound so sad.
It is very sad. This is a very sad moment. Bartholos. It's a very sad moment. God, this makes me just want to pull on Cypher more and more. Granted, I was planning on pulling on Cypher.
Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. Where did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
You've been holding on to that for a while, Bartholos.
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted.
She's good at that.
Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Yeah, she was pretty suspicious of it to start with.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery. despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya.
True.
Isn't that right, Zagreus?
Oh.
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
Oh, snap.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
Oh, snap. And we have ads. Oh, no. I know.
If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
Oh my god.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
That one, I didn't even guess that one.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Oh, Cypher.
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad. You're back again, Cypher. Cyphera, your face.
Oh. That. No. There we go. I don't think I was muted. I was distracted, sorry. But hi, Totodile. I'm not sure I like being called Goober. Please don't call me that. Elder's good. Ellie is preferred. But not Goober. Goober is off limits. Please and thank you. But no, I was distracted. I was getting a screenshot of this, which I ought to do fairly regularly when one of these beautiful little scenes come over.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Baby.
Stop it, Cyphera.
Baby.
I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds?
Goldfish are yummy.
Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up.
Oh, baby.
What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Cypher.
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Ooh, my nose. Oh, branded down hung. These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
Huh. The organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate their Chrysosaurs. I've read some chilling accounts. Stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implement fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
Well, they're not a good organization. And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the air nova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
Wonder where Ellie is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't accept their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Kratos?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Oh no. Oh snap.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Yeah, Kindness. We all know this.
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is.
Yeah, Kindness is
They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive.
Let you know.
If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, sounds so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Yeah! We should all be.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finon. We're not here to start a fight.
I happen to disagree with that, but okay.
We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. To buy time.
Yeah, we were buying time for Kindness. Let's do her thing with Aglaya.
So, Lord Finon, until next time.
Are you okay?
No, he's not.
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
Yeah. You think they have any chance?
Probably a desperate gamble. I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase journey.
Yep.
If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
Global announcement. Due to Force Majeure, the world-round web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. What's going on? Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Gold, we were deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come on my way. Everybody?
Glaya, is this
No.
blasted? Those guys.
Was it those guys doing?
But how could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Oh, lordy.
Paimon. What should we do now?
Go back to the city.
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way,
We smack them.
I won't be merciful this time.
Oh. Been 2 hours of non-stop cutscenes for the most part.
Cartoonist. You're forging a sort of a Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Glaya.
She's saying her goodbyes to everybody. In her own way.
In this form, you come to me. It means
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end.
Oh, man.
It's time to fulfill our pact.
Take it to my chair. With a blanket on. There we go. Ah! The problem with having corded headphones. Corded headphones.
of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you, do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
Aw, baby.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them.
She was able to say goodbye to Cypher, at least.
The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
I think it's less about what she wants right now, but but still, it's a valid question.
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Go.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. please. Take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
She really was taken by the cleaner. Something about this feels like a scheme.
I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins.
Because of what they were planning to do.
If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. But what I do know is that it wasn't... They were planning on hurting innocents to get to her. And she couldn't have that. So sad.
Let's go find her.
Okay. Ooh. This sucks, man.
Dunham came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
Ah, you're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope.
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, gods.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Why didn't they go after us?
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Dunhung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps...
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treby, as she understands Aglaya's mind best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Krateros. The baths are empty.
Would be. No citizen feels like bathing after hearing such terrible news. Plus, I mean, she died falling into the baths. Like, who would want to wash in a place of death right on back off the bat? Just saying. Sucks.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Crateros. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
How are the two of them holding up?
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Yeah. This particular storyline has definitely been very heavy. Very heavy. Very much so. After we also lost Trian.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the Grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Memory. Aggie, so you really don't have to take the medicine anymore? No need, teacher. Medicine can only steady my flesh, but it cannot stop the decay of my soul. I've already borrowed too much time from this world, and now the time is up. Now is the best time for my exit. Please don't cry on my account, teacher. I have a final selfish request. Can you lend me an ear? Aggie, go ahead. We will definitely fulfill it for you. I wish for my death to be quiet and gentle. I hope that my lifeless body will not be exposed to the eyes of the public. Teacher, I have faced too many challenges in my lifetime, but in the pursuit of one thing alone, I have remained unchanged for 1,000 years. It's beauty, isn't it? Huh? That's right, teacher. Beauty. Aggie, think little Snowy is ready? 1,000 years ago, when I took up the core flame of Menestia, do you think I was ready then, teacher? Born into this era, we have no choice but to grow amidst the raging waves. Not set sail after everything was prepared. Bainan, he will understand. He will grasp the duty I've left him. He is mature enough now, no longer blinded by anger or hatred.
Bainan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated Kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity.
Oh boy.
I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands?
You got this, Snowy. I have faith in you.
Donang, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can do, whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts.
Excuse me.
I need to prepare.
Taking something. Excuse me. Cartonis has arrived.
Cartonis. What brings you to Marmorial Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
That's a good thing, for sure. Ooh.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right, your assessment is. Now, here. Take this.
Ooh, is a sword.
You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it.
That's a really cool name.
Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise your description.
Ooh.
Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Emphorius.
Oh.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Yeah.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver?
Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
I think that's the plan.
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finon has a way with words.
I listen carefully. There's something special about the man. The man of letters. Right, listen carefully.
Oh, all right.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akima will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
Okay.
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat.
To be fair, we will see retribution at some point in this game.
Was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar.
Oh, we have another.
That's our song. And Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trianne. For that child filled with anxiety.
All the ones that have gone. There's Trian and what's his face back there.
Your songs
Nexa?
always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
I mean, some people would still call him cute. I have no right, did I? No. Oh. But he's cute in his own way.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Tree.
Oh my god. This is gonna, like, change with each one he chats with as they disappeared. Oh.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Oh man.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Aww.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa.
Yep. As each one leaves. Each one leaves.
Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like.
Aw, baby.
But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Why is it so dangerous, baby?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power...
Oh, that's fair.
That's a real hazard.
That's fair.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteras.
Oh, man. Nope. Oh.
Aglaya.
Oh, Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else?
even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Where the heck? Yeah, actually.
Forget you. Like I'd ever.
Oh, and he's in the back. Because he's not dead, so he still has color to him. Oh! Getting all cozy.
We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
That's why he's still filled with color.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
Everybody but Sphina knew he was to be the Kefali.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightymoose.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
So many variations of this one piece of artwork. It's really nice. I won't lie.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachment. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
So many variations. Ah.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories.
Yeah.
I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here. All the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cypher, you...
I don't know if this one's any different than the other ones. But I'm grabbing it anyway.
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akuma have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I
don't know if there's any difference with the other ones I've grabbed, but just in case. Oh, and we've got an ad break. Gotta love those ads. I am gonna go ahead and take a quick break while these ads are going. We'll be just right back. All right, and we are back. Playing with the puppers a little bit.
Let me guess, Cypherer. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby!
That's the second time that name's been said.
The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
Ren, thank you for redeeming Hydrate, for taking care of me. We love some good water. It might be good to remind us all to drink some water. We all like a good hydration. Currently, water is the only thing I have sitting next to me. Normally, I have tea, but I did not grab one of those today. So water it is. But tea does have a little caffeine, and while can hydrate you, is not as good as water. So, for you anyway. You can actually have other health benefits, but not a packaged processed tea. Loose leaf tea and stuff, and other teas, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, Cypher. Hey, Glaya.
I know, Cypher. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Glaya, I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful and that everyone is simple and kind.
If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality?
If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Thank you for the follow. Do appreciate. Thank you for joining this community. Yeah! Welcome, new friend. Ian the hype. We always like a good hype. I don't actually think I have a hype command. I don't remember what commands I have right now. Oh.
Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cipher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, if he felt it was probably more polite.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
She helped a lot of people.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase.
She may have called herself old-timer, but I don't know if she's like you calling her
You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
Give the kitty to play with the mice.
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cipher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cipher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean?
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now.
Little smirk on her face is so friggin' cute. Cypher is so friggin' cute.
But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
I love her smirk.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly
I'm gonna have to, like, grind for a bunch of the premium currency to try to get. I want to pull for her so bad.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Oh! We're moving to Hyacine.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the Grove deserves some reminiscence.
I don't have her built though. Really, she's leveled. I just don't have her light cone, which I was hoping to get, but to be able to get Cypher and her light cone at the same, I only have the stamina to do some. So I'll have to wait for her light cone next time she comes out. Love her shoes. Oh my god, she's just so cute. So freaking cute.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Little stinker.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
Oh.
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, Finan of Ides Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them, and guide them toward a solid path? Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process.
Hyacinthia is her full name. Okay.
Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring.
Naxa.
Next.
Stinker.
I didn't say.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras. I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
There's nothing wrong with that. That actually does help create a historical picture.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
I see.
Denny, what are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Finon mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
Guessed it. To reach Aquala's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You'll protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission.
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky, I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
It's not... That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
I guess we can go. I was tempted. Whoops. Reset it. Three or one. Whoops. Okay, there we go.
Give it some sunshine and the color will get even prettier.
Hit the... Ah. Just texting me. Alright. Okay. Let's see. We have done quite a few of these. In a single battle, ensure the Black Tides. Cool. That is that one. Use the... Nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. Okay. I actually think that this is actually a pretty good time to go ahead and call it. I thought I was gonna go for a little bit longer, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see, do I have anybody that I know? Not really. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I will be posting my schedule in the Discord, but I believe I did update it on Twitch itself, so it should be fairly consistent. Now, I am streaming less than I had previously just because work is a lot more over the summer. And yeah. But next week's schedule should be about what this week's schedule was. So I will see you guys later, and you guys all have a great rest of your night, day, wherever you are in the time zone and how that works. And I will see you guys later. Bye. I will see you.